Hello students, I'm Aanchal Sharma, your educator. In this video, we are going to discuss one concept related to teaching aptitude. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the concept of Solo Taxonomy. This concept was started that was in direct opposition to Bloom's taxonomy. This concept of Solo Taxonomy talks how the learning process in the student can take place. So we discussed that Bloom's taxonomy is also an outcome telling technology of taxonomy that talks how you see that the learner learns, right? So Bloom taxonomy that was started by Bloom, he was the one who talked about it, said that there are three domains. He was the one who started to talk about cognitive domain. Then there was other theorists who collaborated with him and they started to talk about the other two domains like the affective domain and what is the other domain? That is the psychomotor domain. So we have the cognitive domain, we have the affective domain and the psychomotor domain. So Bloom taxonomy talks about all of these domains and how when these three domains work together, the learning outcome can be seen and how you see that the cognitive growth of a learner is there. Basically, Bloom focused on the cognitive domain. In about 1950s, he started to talk about Bloom's taxonomy, that is your cognitive domain. Then his student only, who is Anderson, in 2001 gave the revised version and there were few changes that were done. And of course, we see that now rather than evaluation, creation is at the top of the pinnacle that he talked about. Then comes another theory that we are going to discuss and this is the Solo Taxonomy. This taxonomy will also talk about how the students can learn and how the learning objectives can be achieved. Let us understand in this video what is Solo Taxonomy, who started to talk about this thing, and of course, how a learner can learn. So what is a Solo Taxonomy? Solo, the word solo here refers to structure of observed learning outcomes. How can you observe that there is a qualitative growth in the mind of the learners? So not everything is quantitative in nature. Of course, when he or she will write the answers, it would be very clear to you as well, being a teacher, that there is a considerable improvement. But there should be some ways in which you can see the qualitative aspects also. So this taxonomy talks about the qualitative aspects of the learning that a child will undergo. So here you are observing the learning outcomes. It offers a structured outline for the learners to use, that is used to build their learning and thinking. You will analyze how they will learn here and how they are thinking. When you introduce one concept to a child, he or she may have a very limited amount of knowledge about that particular topic. But gradually, when they keep on understanding and they keep on reading about that particular topic, the bandwidth or the knowledge width that they have about that particular topic also expands. This is how your learning and your thinking capability about that particular topic can increase. You can miss some few points before, but gradually you will write a good answer related to that particular topic. It motivates the students to ponder where they are presently in terms of their level of understanding and what they must do to progress. So this taxonomy will help the students know that now they are aware about few things right now that are giving them basic understanding about that topic. But gradually when they keep on studying about it, they will have a better understanding. The framework is based on the idea that there are different levels of understanding. These different levels of understanding can be attained from one point to another, and that the students can move through these levels by engaging with the increasing complexity task and ideas. As much as you want, you can improve your knowledge. As much as you engage with the task, your ideas and your knowledge also increases. By using Solo Taxonomy, teachers can create learning experiences that are tailored. You can structure it on your own to each student's current level to understanding. And that helps them progress towards more sophisticated levels of knowledge. So if you know that these set of students in my class are not aware about Solo Taxonomy or about certain topic, you can come to the class and can tailor-made your class in that particular manner so that the learning base of the students can be increased. Also, this will make the understanding of the students more better, and they will also be motivated to study, because as gradually when they keep on interacting with the teacher and knowing more about that particular topic, their knowledge will also increase and will become more and more sophisticated. So we know there are 3 levels of knowledge. First of all, we have the memory level, understanding level, and the reflective level. So when they will have all the sophisticated knowledge, they will now be at the reflective level. In 1982, it was Kevin Collins and John Biggs who started to talk about Solo Taxonomy in their own book, that talked about how it is very different from Bloom's taxonomy. It was like an alternative to Bloom's taxonomy. I told you what is Solo here. Solo stands for the structured of observed learning outcomes. The framework serves to describe the levels of increasing complexity in a learner's understanding of a subject and the performance. So their understanding of that particular topic and the performance of for the given task would increase gradually when the teacher would teach them. What can Solo Taxonomy be used for? So, to increase the quality and complexity and the thought by integrating more relevant activities, and innovation can help the child learn more. So, you can use this taxonomy to increase more and more knowledge. The quality of the knowledge and the complexity of the knowledge related to the topic would be increased, to establish learning objectives to provide the students with clear and concise directives for achieving academic goals. So if you keep on telling them what to do and teaching them in a structured manner, what would happen? There would be more clear and more concise knowledge base that would be formed. Then what will happen? You can use this taxonomy to create assessment criteria that eventually guides the students to prepare for the exam and for the tests they would be taking. This would help them meet the standardized methods. So first of all, take this example. I have given you this task to write a paragraph on the pollution level. So what will happen? Initially, in this first go, you will know about pollution and you can write one para, which is very much, that would be incomplete. Gradually, when we will discuss about pollution levels, your answer writing capability will be increased and you will reach at one level where you will compare the pollution level of many countries. You will write about the, write about why it's the pollution being caused. You will write about the remedies, and all of the things will be incorporated in your answer. So the structure and the essence of the answer will be enriched. As and as you as well, when you just go on knowing about those things and reading those things, your writing skills also improve. This is how your knowledge will improve. To create and evaluate learning programs that would serve to boost the self-confidence and motivation of the students. You can also use Solo Taxonomy, being a teacher, to motivate and enhance the motivation of the students, boost the self-confidence of the students. When you do answer writing, sessions at your in your classes, what can happen? They become better at writing those answers and they will perform better in the exam. So this is how your learning outcomes can be achieved. There are 5 hierarchical structures or 5 hierarchical levels of Solo Taxonomy or SOLO taxonomy. Let us see. First is the pre-structural level. So in this initial stage, as it is known as the incomplete stage, where the learner does not know much about the task and the subject, at this particular stage, the student gets unconnected information which makes no sense or no organization is there. Therefore, the student is unable to understand the information and does not demonstrate any understanding either. So what is happening? Take an example. In the first go, you were not aware about Bloom's taxonomy or about Solo taxonomy. So what is it? You are not aware about it. So you will either guess or you'll try to understand about it. So there will be some fillers that you can give me if I ask you, what do you know about Bloom's taxonomy? Right? So there would be an answer that would come from your mouth that would be very much disstructured or disoriented. Then what can happen? When you move one step forward, it becomes a unistructural level. At this stage, the learner gets to know about some single relevant topic or aspects of the task and the subject. Gradually, you will come to know why this taxonomy was developed, who developed it, how it is used, what are the 3 domains, etc. The student gets the basic understanding of the concept or the task. Therefore, the student is able to make easy and apparent connections. So here you start making connections. Here you start understanding. What is understanding? You try to understand the relationship between the facts and the principles. So that is making connections. But he or she does not have a complete knowledge till now. They do not have any significant idea or information. In addition, the student's response indicates a concrete understanding of the task, but it focuses only one single relevant topic because there is no holistic growth. Only one aspect maybe is clear to the child right now. Then you move again. Another level is the multistructural level. Now you were only aware about one structure, one domain, say cognitive. Now you get to know about the other aspects also. Or maybe you knew that it is Bloom who started to talk about the cognitive domain, but there are other theorists who are very much known for the psychomotor and the cognitive or the affective domain. So what is it? At this stage, the students gain an understanding of the numerous relevant independent aspects. So there is a divergent thinking. There is more concepts that will be added to your platter. Despite the understanding the relationship between the different aspects, its relationship to the whole remains unclear. But you know about a different topics, but what is the relationship, the whole relationship maybe still is not clear to you. So now you know about the 3 domains, but you don't know the other syntax that are involved in these domains. That means there is still something that is missing. Suppose the teacher is teaching about several topics and ideas and the students can make varied connections, but they fail to understand the significance of that topic. That means the student response are based on the relevant things that they only know and they do not know the complete knowledge about it. This is the multistructural level. Then comes another level, that is the relational level. This stage relates the aspects of the knowledge combining to form a structure. Now you know so many aspects. You have done assimilation. So when assimilation is done, you need to accommodate the things. That means you will form a structure in your mind. A proper structure, a story, a plot is created. By this stage, the student is able to understand the importance of different parts in relation to the whole. They are able to connect the concepts and the ideas. So it provides them concrete knowledge of the whole thing. Now they have the concrete knowledge of the whole thing that they are studying. Now they know why do we use this Bloom's taxonomy? Why are the 3 domains there? We know that whenever the teacher wants that there is an effective classroom learning, she has to target on 3 domains. You are now clear that cognitive is everything to do with the brain. Then there is affective, that is the emotions, and there is psychomotor, that is the tactile movements that you do, that is everything to do with your hands. So you can not only learn with your brain, the mental capabilities are important, but you should connect with the things as well. There should be some behavioral change in the students. and there should be some hands-on learning as said by John Dewey. So what is it? These 3 domains are important, and for learning, all of these 3 domains are important. So you try to understand that what is the greater objective? The greater objective is that I understand how to learn the things. So Bloom's taxonomy is helping me understand the 3 domains, and what is the basic objective? To understand the thing properly. Right? They are able to connect, the students are now able to connect the concepts and the ideas. It provides them concrete knowledge about the whole thing. Moreover, the student's response indicates the understanding of the task by combining all the parts. All the tidbits that you knew from the very beginning till now are now clear to you. This contributes to the knowledge of the whole. Then comes the last stage, and this is a stage where abstract level is attained. So this is the extended abstract level. By this level, the students are able to make connections within whatever they are provided with the task. They also create connections beyond that. Now you don't only understand Bloom's taxonomy, but you will understand the Solo taxonomy also. Why? Because you can now relate that both of these taxonomy are talking about what the learning outcomes, how the students can learn. Initially, only one concept is clear. Gradually, you understand the other concepts. Then even a broader picture is created. A structured force is there, and then you connect it with the other things. This is how you learn things better with connections. So they develop the ability to transform and generalize the concept. Generalize means they can apply it to the other aspects of their life as well. There are other principles, there are other concepts from one subject area, that is the principal domain. The particular domain is clear to them, and now they can relate it to the other domains as well. Therefore, the student's response indicates that they can conceptualize beyond the level of what they have been taught. What they have been taught, they are good at it. They can study those things, but they can conceptualize, they can move one step further. This is the quality of a good learner. A quality of a good learner is what? They need to be curious. They should add more and more knowledge. You should have the locus of control inside you. You should be motivated to connect the dots. This is the philosophy of connectivism also. This is the theory that we discussed in greater detail in the class. What is connectivism? You connect the dots and you study. This is the story. This also touches on the theory of constructivism. What is construction? Just as the building is constructed, the knowledge of the child is also constructed, right? So they are able to propose new concepts. There is what? New ideas depending on their own understanding for that subject that is taught to them. So I hope this is clear. There are 5 steps. To sum up, let us study. First is the pre-structural level. The user is here collecting the information. That means the tidbits and the information that are relevant to the data is collected. Then we have the second level, that is the unistructural level. Here, the learner learns the single relevant aspect of the topic. Then comes the third level, that is the multistructural. So in the multistructural level, the learner can understand several aspects that are related to that topic. Then you have a relational level, where you understand that what is the relationship between the different concepts that you have learned. The learners are about to see that there are relations. They learn about the different aspects of the subject, and this will contribute to a whole. Last but not the least is the extended abstract level, where the learner can make connections not just with the subject but beyond as well. This is a zone that the teacher wants you to achieve. So here the different aspects are what? I am sure about the subject. So I am not sure about the subject. Why are you not sure at the first stage? This is the first stage, that is the pre-structural stage. Because you know only the first aspect, the very first aspect of the topic that you are learning. You are not fully aware. Gradually, I have an idea about the subject. I know about that subject. This is the unistructural level. Then there is multistructural level. I have several ideas about that subject. I know a lot about it. Gradually, I am understanding it. Then I now can create relations. That is, I can link my ideas together to see a broader picture. And at the end, I look at these ideas in a new and a different manner. Now I am at a problem solving stage. Now what is this problem solving stage? I can do heuristic learning. I can solve my problems on my own. I am going to connect the dots and learn things even better. Right? So I hope you understood this in today's class. We tried to understand about Solo Taxonomy. Right? This is in direct relation to what we did in Bloom's taxonomy, how the learner learns. The learner can learn by 3 domains. First, cognitive, affective and psychomotor, all connected together. It's not that one is important and other is not. In the same way, all of these levels are important. You cannot skip any of these hierarchical structure. First of all, you have limited knowledge, then you have a lot of knowledge about different aspects. Then you have different structure, multi-structure. Then you start creating relations, and at the end, you have the abstract knowledge. So I hope I made this concept clear to you, and I will come again with another concept series videos. So keep on studying and keep on smiling. Thank you.